Okay, currently there is support walls up holding up the place. All the joists above need to be replaced. We're hoping to put a 4-foot cantilever out. All the wood off the foundation, this is the point load, was rotten. I'm not sure how many of these 2x4s need to be replaced, but they're even more rotten on the outside. The support beam needs to be replaced. I'm hoping to do a steel beam, but at this point, whatever works, because the point load here was rotten. He says that this foundation doesn't have any side-to-side support, so needs to have new footings because the foundation's not deep enough and it's just sitting on the ground. When they did the deck, it sloped towards the house, so there's a lot of rot. We've already had the pipe moved over, so that drain isn't connected anymore. There is some damage underneath the kitchen, underneath the bedroom in the corner, some rot. And when they did the, can't really see it well, but they notched around the those little anchor screws that go on the top of the foundation instead of actually having it secure. And then they said on the outside, like all the brick and everything is coming off. So we were gonna replace this whole front brick thing with some stonework from top to bottom around the doors. And since these boards are rotted anyways, to reframe it so it's not like this angled corner opening, but rather a regular square. And then they said that these steps need to be redone, which, I mean, they're rotting anyways. So they're gonna push them back because the foundation's really low here. And so you'd have a bit more of a flat path, and then pour some concrete stairs that are epoxy to the foundation. And then this is all the rotten everything. And then we were gonna put a gutter along here to catch all the water to tie into our gutters. So here's how far it's cantilevered out right now. They said that we'd be able to go up to 4 feet easily enough because we're having to replace that beam anyways. And then part of the quote was to do some sort of covering on the front here. So the plans they drew up before he told us what the cost would be to actually make it a peak, and so remove part of the roof and put a peak with some beams, you know, kind of like a wagon wheel type thing, or a T, to make it look like it always was part of the house. Though I'm open to ideas on that. You know, Jesse likes to sit outside on the deck a lot. Yeah, and then because this retaining wall is falling over, to put a new retaining wall in here. But at this point, I think that Jesse could probably do that part himself, save cost.